Last month in December, I spent approximately $200 inside of Raid Shadow Legends, and in this video, I'm going to share with you everything that I purchased and let you know if I believe it was worth it. So as many of you already know, I have been regularly trying to improve my account, and I've been playing for over 2 years. Throughout that time, I've accumulated many champions, some of which are very good in certain areas of the game. And recently, we've pulled in some really insane champions onto the account. We have a couple of mythicals that we got, my favorite being Crixia, but also Androck as well. We finally pulled Nut, who's one of the best PvE S tier champions inside of the game. I've unlocked a complete Ninja Turtles team that has been so much fun to use inside of the arena and has pushed my PvE gameplay to the next level. And throughout this time, I've been on my journey to unlock Marius, who is probably the best legendary inside of the game, and I'm currently at stage 150 of 180. Now, I do know there are some big things that have to come very, very soon, but we'll get through those, and I anticipate being done in a month or two's time and finally unlocking Marius. By the way, if you've never played Raid, you should do so today. QR code is right here. There's a link in the description. You'll get yourself a free legendary, a free epic, and using code UDKING, you'll get another free legendary, and you're supporting me. So thanks so much, and thanks for Raid for sponsoring the video. Now let's take a look at everything that I actually purchased. And you would think that $200 would go a long way, but really it only purchased 7 packs for me throughout the month. Let's go through them. We started off with the Daily Gem Pass, which is, in my opinion, the absolute best value in the game. And actually, I'm going to buy that again today for January. It will be my first spend. I came here and I picked up this special skill pack. I wanted to unlock some mythical skill tomes. We got a legendary as well. A couple of the other things are just bonuses, so that was cool. Then we were able to come through and pick up this one. Now, this one was not the best, but I did get myself 2 skill tomes at the point in time I needed energy. And as you all know, I pulled a bunch of mythical champions, so I was really looking for those skill tomes to get them to their potential. After this personal pack, we came and got the monthly pack. I needed some shards, I really needed energy, and this was probably my worst purchase. The least amount of value was in this pack right here. It was okay. Then after this pack right here, we moved on and we picked up these. Again, I wanted to get the mythical skill tomes, and now I believe I only purchased the $40 one right here, the premium version, getting me 3 mythical skill tomes for $40. Again, decent value. Honestly, guys, most of the packs here are okay value. The only one that I would actually recommend and say, yes, you should spend your money here is the Daily Gem Pass. But as you know, I was trying to get those mythical skill tomes, and I was successful in doing so and completely booking Crixia. Then we came over here, another 2 skill tomes, 2 legendary skill tomes, a couple of chickens, and a whole bunch of other rewards. The expedition pack was okay value as well. And I know some of you are going to be saying, Echo, you wasted so much money. But again, my internal goal, both for my account and for these videos, was to spend $200 throughout the month, and I could only spend that $200 on items that were available to me in the shop. I couldn't invent items. Next up, we were able to get, and I think we have one more right here, just so I could clear it out of the shop. Yeah, this one. It was 10 bucks, not great value. It was essentially your starter pack that I never ended up purchasing, so I figured, why not just purchase it now? Yeah, that's it. That's what $200 got me inside of the game, and now it's important for me to tell you that I don't recommend anyone spend inside of any game unless if you're doing it for fun and have the funds to do so. Some side cash, because essentially we're spending on digital items that could go away tomorrow. We're spending for enjoyment. Instead of me going out and hanging out with friends and going to the pub, I am choosing to play Raid Shadow Legends, as sad as that sounds. But it's what we do. Now that you know what I spent in December, I will let all of you know that I will be doing the same thing again, spending another $200 in January, hoping that we get some good advancement on the account, because not only do we need champions, we also need a lot of gear and books. So to start out our spend for the month, let's actually pick up the daily gem pass for 10 bucks. And like I said, this is the best value inside of the game. Boom, it's mine, and we can claim our first day. My first $10 has been spent, and I have $190 more in my wallet for the rest of the month. So now let's get into the game and talk about what we do on a regular basis to min-max our experience. Because no, I'm not this big whale. Although $200 is a big spend, it's not what I've typically done. I literally only did that last month. I did purchase Predator, I did purchase He-Man as champions, and then really I just spent on the gem pass for the most time inside of the game. But now we started spending a little bit more. But let's min-max a little bit here, guys, because I'm trying to use my energy on Ice Golem's Peak, because Ice Golem's Peak has a little tournament going on right now, the Ice Golem Tournament, where we just wanted to claim some of the rewards to burn off some of the energy that we had in our back pocket. Classic Arena Takedown has been done and is there for you guys to do today. But of course, we do have a new event. And I'm telling you, man, Raid is always going to have you grinding for something, because now you can get 2 souls. You can get a soul for your boy Yukimasa, who we just unlocked from the fusion, and we can get a soul for Hilvi, who is also someone that we just unlocked. Both champions that I should have souls on. I have 3 days, and the way that we do this is from leveling or upgrading champions, which I could probably get a lot of points from doing that, or from pulling shards. Now, I only have 10 sacred shards. It doesn't get me very far. You're starting here with 1 key. Notice we have 1 key, and to unlock another, if you want both of them, you have to grab this other key. Let's see what it costs, let's say, just to get Hilvi to start. There it is. 75,000 points needed to unlock that 1 soul. Now, if you want to unlock both souls, not only do you have to double that number, but you also have to add an extra 7,000 so that you can come on over here and get the 6,000 and the 1,000 for this key. So to get both of them, you're looking at like 160,000 of these tokens right here, which of course you can buy from the shop, but 160,000 of them to get both of the souls. So what I like to do is I'll ask you, do you recommend I get both of these? Should I spend to get here? Obviously, I'm not going to spend here. I'm not going to purchase these, but I could potentially pick up a bunch of shards to do pulls, and I can also level a bunch of champions, because when we take a look over here at my vaults, I got a full vault of champions that are all just essentially for food. That could be something we do as well. Maybe what I'll do is I'll progress some champion training to really push that hard, and then see how many shards I'd have to pull. With shard pulling in mind, I just fused a legendary champion that is a bomb champion that we've been messing around with a little bit here inside of the arena. Kraz. And I have not mastered him yet. I am not great with him, but there is a bomb champion in Raid that's quite a bit better than Kraz, and that is one that is now part of the progressive chance. So in doing these summons, I could potentially get the best bomb champion in the game and help my arena team. I also have a remnant summon to do, and I could do a fragment summon, which would help me. Actually, it would not help me at all, because this isn't a champion chase. You have to use shards to get the reward. So actually, this, if I were to summon Arix, it would do nothing, and if I did my remnant summon, it would do nothing for this new event. Now, what I normally do here on the channel is I like to take a look at what rewards we have for us. I run Clan Boss every day, and I'll tell you what, I get a good number of sacred shards just from Clan Boss. Also, legendary skill tomes. This is just part of what I do every day in my videos so that you guys can see what type of rewards we get. It's like our gotcha moment inside of Raid on a daily basis. Right here, the ultimate chest. I'd say once a month we'll get a sacred out of the ultimate from Nightmare, but the Ultra Nightmare, we probably get 3, 4, 5 per month of sacred shards. Today is not going to be the day though, so I'll use my other keys, get this running. I try to run at least 2 or 3 of these per day so I can get the most rewards. And I want to collect my 250 gems from the Gem Pass. And look at this, Raid is already throwing deals at me. This one's actually not that bad, 35 bucks, 2 skill tomes that are mythical, 3 legendary skill tomes. There was actually another one in the shop as well that I thought was potentially a better deal than that. Let me find it. Actually, it looks like it's gone. Other packs, though, that I've been considering are Soulstone packs because, again, we really want to start awakening some of our champions that have no ability right now to be awakened. I'm specifically talking about my boy Empress here. Would love to get some red stars on him. Now, we only have 20 minutes left in the live arena. We're getting a little bit of a late start today, but what I typically do in every video is take it to the live arena and do a few battles because it's really my passion for the game. I'm sitting with 6,300 live arena points and 51 points for the season as the new season has just begun. Let's start out and get a couple of battles in real quick. I decided to come in with a full turtle team right here. So let's see what we can do. I don't typically go into these fights with just the Ninja Turtles, but we'll start out this time with it. It's a good way for me to practice. This is with Michelangelo attacking one enemy. This is attacks all enemies. Let's do this right here. We do have Summon Stone Skin over here, which could be a pain to deal with. I don't have a way to rip that. Ignore shield. Let's go right here. Raphael comes in decently strong. We get some nice counter attacks from the other turtles as well. What do we have here? Not attacks an enemy, each hit ignores defense. We're just going to try and get that stone skin off of her. That worked. Leonardo came on in there as well, and we can nuke it for the finish. The first win of the day is done. Now I want to take a look at the first comment of the day. This one from Darren saying, "Brother, you have Titus," and yes, I do have Titus. "Build him as soon as possible. He's broken with Wixwell in the Hydra clan boss and Chimera and Demon Lord. For clan boss, exchange Geomancer with him. He does billions with Wixwell." I actually work with some friends to tell me and teach me and guide me on some of the best builds. I'm going to talk to them about this one and see if he can make a swap, even for Geo, who I love. So in my picks right here, I got the first pick. They came in with the Monkey King and Fabian next. I didn't rush. I actually wanted to get 2 good nukers in, which is my Empress and my Leonardo, because then I figured I could bring in, I have 3 or 4 options for control, but now I could bring in Armands for control, and I could bring in Crixia for control, who's my alternate to my Fabian. I actually probably still prefer my Fabian a little bit. Now, who do I want to go with here to start? Control, nuker, speed nuker. Let's get rid of Fabian, actually. He's going to be my ban. They banned my main nuker, but we're going to come in with that speed and start off the battle, and we still do have Empress. We do get to go first, which is great. They are not in Stone Skin. Let's speed up the team. Let's come in with a stun. We should at least get a stun on the king. Oh, we got a stun on 1, 2. We got a stun on 2 of them. Let's come and... who do we want to sheep? Do I want to sheep anyone right now? Because we are going to get a strike with Empress. Let's save this strike. Let's hit her. Let's come lock everyone out right now. Everyone's stunned. We got the lockout across the board. Let's transform. I'm not gonna try and drop fear anywhere. I don't want to accidentally drop it on myself. Let's try and make a little bit more damage here and come for the nuke. Okay, we did not. He's got unkillable on, which I could potentially rip off right here. Boom, it's gone. And then we could strike him with Armands and pull in the first real win, because you know the first one was against the bot. Now the second comment is from Britannia, and she says, "When I saw the mythical book, I thought of you and how happy you would be. I won't use mine because the only 2 free mythicals I have are fully booked," and what she's talking about there is the free gift from Raid that they just gave us for the new year. Free mythical book is huge, and yes, I was so excited. All right, so here, queuing for my next match, I had the first choice again, going with Arbiter. They again came with a Fabian, but a Lady Noelle this time around. And I'm actually going against the Raid Lab, which is a much lower level account. 83, sitting with 3,000 trophies. So I actually have some on them. I already know my band's got to be here. Now, I got this. Do I want to come in with a stun? I know that he's got that taunt. I'm going to come in. I could potentially go first and nuke someone here. Let's go, and we're going to grab Crixia. And I'm going to pull him into play as well, because that could be a potential ban bait, or I will definitely go first. I'm going to ban him because he whistles and just kills everyone on my team. They banned Arbiter. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any speed. HP, resistance, defense, crit rate. Do we want to go with crit rate or do we want to go with resistance? Let's go with crit rate. Let's go with crit rate. Unfortunately, no speed. So this new player, 3000 player, could smash me right now. But one thing we know is we do get to go first, and they are not in stone skin. So although he is a work in progress, he does not nuke the way I want him to. I'm hoping that I could take down Lady Noelle right off the bat because she's got the revive. I took down 2 of them. Lady Noelle. Oh, wow. That actually worked out nicely. Let's get a lockout right here. Boom. And it's actually going to take him down. These champions probably were not built as strong as they should have, probably because the gear was not what it needed to be yet. Either way, Hegemon did his job, at least close to completing it, and then we finished it up with the rest of the team. Empress, of course, being able to drop some of that damage just passively as well. Now we have Paul Sack 999 saying, I was that one guy. I had a level 15 wand on Empress, and of course nothing reflected back to Armand's. I guess Paul and I faced one another yesterday. I don't remember if I won that battle or if he did. From what he's saying, it seems that I won the battle because the wand didn't reflect, but I'm not sure. I may have to go look back on the video. If you ever face me in the arena, let me know in a comment because I would love to face you guys. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So here, arch enemy, very similar in trophies to me, comes in with a mythical I don't have. So I got to come in with Empress and Arbiter. Or I could go Fabian Arbiter. Let's go. I'm going Empress Arbiter. I would anticipate that they would choose Empress. They still may choose Fabian, but at least if they choose Fabian, I do have Crixia as an alternate. Now, okay, they got the man I don't want to deal with. They're going to be wearing Stone Skin as well, so I'm not going to be going with Hegemon. I can come in right now with Fabian, and I can come in with another nuker. So I got nuker, speed. I got control. Let's see. Am I going to go with Armand's, Mikage, or Crixia? I may want to double up on the lockout. I know that some people say you shouldn't do that, but I like the idea of being able to double up on lockout or the cleanse that Crixia offers as well. Oh my God, this is a very difficult team to handle. He's going to have speed right here. I think I'm going to go with Armand's. Reason being, I don't have any other speed boosting champions auras except for Fabian, who's only 19%. Armand's is at 28%. So I have to ban right here. This is going to be Stone Skin. This is Revive and Speed. These are both going to hurt me because I have to get rid of Marius. Who are they going to ban? I hope they ban Armand's. They banned Fabian. Okay, so I could have gotten away with Crixia. It would have been a better choice for me. But we're going to have to go with Armand's instead. Still offering some control, but I think you understand why I chose Armand's. It was because he had the larger aura, because I was anticipating they banned my Arbiter, which they didn't. So I do get to go first. Let's speed up our team. They have 2 in Stone Skin right off the bat. Let's see what we can get right here. Do we want to sheep here? Do I want to go with the stun? Let's try and go with the stun. Ooh, I definitely want to go with the stun because I want to sheep someone that is in Stone Skin, right? Oh my God. Okay, I didn't get that sheeping. This guy right here can do a ton of damage. So can he. This guy eats everyone's damage. Arch enemy. Really thinking about his plan here. All right, block buffs is up. That's not good. That is not good. Can we cleanse this in any way? So the sheep is not going to work right now because they have block buffs. So let's just come right here and just strike her. Leonardo, let's buff our team up, actually. Buff our team. They have 1 in Stone Skin. Do I want to drop fear on them? Let's risk this, okay? Risk it. Fear's been dropped. They have Stone Skin on 1. We gotta rip the Stone Skin off. Let's try it. There is block buffs, though. That's not going to work. Can I? It did. Okay, beautiful. Let's also try and remove a few buffs right here. Or should I go with the boost of speed? Let's try to remove a few buffs from them. Frank. I am buffed up pretty nicely. Shielded a little bit. Empress could take some damage right here. Continuous heal. I got to take her out. She'll revive the team. Uh-oh. I just get worried. Mythicals change, and I get worried. Arch enemy is being very precise. They removed all my buffs. Darn you. Now he's gonna whistle. If he whistles, I know him. Jesus Christmas. Alright, Leo's got a nuke in his back pocket, but unfortunately with the Ultimate Death Knight Knight's gonna eat damage from everyone, so I'm not gonna be able to do anything with it. This guy just had too many on his roster that hurt too badly. Alright, let's see. I got a couple of buffs, so do they. Can we do anything? Yeah, nothing right there. See? Ultimate Death Knight kills all of that. Maybe he should have been the ban. Would have given me a little bit more, but then I would have had to deal with Marius. But at the end of the day, they've got so many nukers anyway. We know what the result of this is going to be. There was the whistle, and that was the result we were talking about. All right, we got to come back. We got to try another one. How much time? 7 minutes left. We have time for at least one more. So this time, right off the bat, they choose Empress. I have to go with Fabian and Arbiter. Those are going to be my best picks if they choose Empress. Funny thing is, I don't even have any stars on my Empress. Red stars. So, oh, Mikage. She's going to, look at that. 6-star Mikage. Wow. Okay, so let's come in with, what do I want to do here? Let's go with Leonardo. Let's come in with He-Man right here. Leonardo and He-Man. I don't think they're going to be stone-skinned up. I may come in with Hegemon at the end. That's only offering me one control champ. But it could be a lore. I could pull in Armands or Crixia. Crixia would be backing up my Fabian in case they ban Fabian. I still don't have the relic for Nell, so she's not even a viable champion to use right now. I don't think they're wearing stone skin. Let's see their final picks. Ooh, bombs right here. Okay, so I'm going to come in with Hegemon. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to confirm that. I don't like dealing with bombs, but I also really don't like a 6-star Mikage. She's also probably very fast, so that's going to be our ban. They did ban my Arbiter, but because I have He-Man, I have the speed aura, 28%. That's the aura we want to make our team quicker. Problem is, oh, actually, look at that. Oh, no, it's him. Oh, they are wearing stone skin. Okay, let's see what we can get right here. Can we take anything down there? Okay, let's lock out. Fabian, lock him out. Okay, now they get to go, but only A1. Empress, of course, can change form. But if I get another turn, I'm not gonna. They just took my speed or my turn meter. Empress is he's gonna just try and nuke right here. He did. He successfully did. Let's do some locking out here. Boom. I need to get Mortu Macabre. I gotta get that off of him. It didn't come off with Fabian. Oops, nope, there we go. Okay, well, I guess what I could do is shield and buff, or let's see if we can nuke. Either way, I think wow, that did nothing. Ooh, okay, let's buff ourselves up right here. Unkillable. Unkillable. My health is so low, though. And now it's not oh! No, you reviving prick. That's why Leonardo is one of the freaking best. He just comes through and absolutely shreds. That's what I'm talking about. Pretty good day inside of the arena. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and now understand what the spend is for, how much I did spend. I just hope you liked it. Subscribe to the channel for daily raid videos. Hope you guys have a great new year.